Standard 9th, Bal Bharati, History, Lesson number 1, Sources of History. Till now, we have studied the history of ancient, medieval, and modern India. This year, we have to study the history of India in the post-independence era. Sources of modern history are different from those of ancient and medieval history. We can study history with the help of various sources like written sources, material sources, oral sources, and sources in the audio-visual medium. In the modern period, we have to take note of various sources at the regional, state, national, as well as international level. We can write history with the help of these sources. Written sources. The following sources are included in the written sources. Written sources: newspapers, periodicals, diaries, reference books, correspondence, documents in the archives, government gazettes, postage stamps, encyclopedias. Do you know? The place where historical documents are preserved is called archives. The main office of the National Archives of India is at New Delhi. It is the largest among the archives in Asia. Just as newspapers are considered the fourth pillar of democracy, in the modern period, they are also a major medium of information. If we consider the period from 1961 to 2000, we see that in the beginning there was no alternative to the print media, especially newspapers. With liberalization and widespread use of internet in India, an alternative for print media became available. Yet the print media still continues to be powerful. Newspapers. Through newspapers, we can get information about national and international affairs, politics, art, sports, literature, and social and cultural affairs. Newspapers contain matters related to human life. Most national newspapers have started their regional editions. They publish supplements that give information about various topics. Newsletters of various movements, the dailies or weeklies of political parties, monthly and annual magazines are important among the print media. Some newspapers produce special supplements towards the end of the year that take an overview of the important events of the year. Such supplements help us understand the important events of the year. Press Trust of India, PTI. After 1953, the Press Trust of India has been an important source of primary details of all important events and of articles on important subjects. Press Trust of India has provided reports, photographs, and articles on financial and scientific issues to newspapers. PTI has now started its online service. During the 1990s, PTI started using the satellite broadcast technology instead of teleprinters to send news all over the country. This material is important for writing the history of modern India. Do you know? Among the print media, the information contained in the annual issues of the Publications Division of the Government of India is authentic and trustworthy. For example, the Information and Broadcasting Department published India 2000, an annual reference book. This reference book is created under Research, Reference and Training Department. It contains useful information about the land, its people, national emblems, political system, defense, education, cultural events, and also an account of the developments in the fields of science and technology, environment, health and family welfare, social welfare, media of mass communications, along with basic data related to economics, finance, planning, agriculture, water conservation, rural development, food and civil supplies, energy, industries, trade and commerce, transport and communication, labor, housing, laws and statutes, youth and sports departments, etc. It is possible for us to write history with the help of such information. Postage stamps. The postage stamps don't reveal anything on their own, yet a historian makes them speak. There have been several changes in postage stamps since India became independent. Postage stamps reveal a lot to us about changing times due to the variety in the sizes of the stamps, the novelty in their subjects, and color schemes. The Postal Department issues postage stamps on a wide variety of themes like political leaders, flowers, animals, birds, an event, or the silver, golden, diamond jubilees, or centenary, bicentenary, tricentenary of different events. It is therefore a valuable repository of history. Jal Cooper postage stamp. Do you know? The Indian government issued the Jal Cooper stamp in 1977. Jal Cooper was an internationally acclaimed philatelist, that is, an expert on the subject of postage stamps. Born in a Parsi household in Mumbai, Cooper edited India's stamp journal. He was the founder of the first philatelic bureau in India, an office that collected stamps. He founded the Empire of India Philatelic Society. He went on to write many books on this subject. He gave a scientific bent to his hobby. He played a pivotal role in taking the study of Indian postage stamps to the international level. Having started his career as a postage stamp collector, Cooper achieved the expertise of a philatelist at the international level. The postage stamp of Jal Cooper is an important source to understand his significant contribution to this field. Material sources. The following sources are included among the physical sources. Material sources: coins, places of worship, things in daily use, royal seals, modern architecture, clothing, museums, ornaments. Coins. We can also understand history with the help of coins and the changes in the printing of currency notes. Reserve Bank of India prints the notes. It has its headquarters in Mumbai. The coins from 1950 to those used at present, the metals used for making them, their different shapes, the diversity of subjects on them together help us to understand the important contemporary issues in India. Example, coins to convey the message of population control and coins communicating the importance of agriculture and of farmers. Museums. All states of India have museums that depict the characteristics and display the cultural and social heritage of the state. They enable us to understand history. For example, the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Museum at Mumbai. Apart from the government museums, some private collectors also set up their own museums. They are based on distinctive subjects, example coins, notes, lamps, and nutcrackers in different shapes, cricket equipment, etc. Oral sources. These sources include folk tales, folk songs, proverbs, ballads, and ovis, Marathi verses in the oral tradition. Activists were inspired by the pavadas of Lokshahir Anna Bhau Sathe and Shahir Amar Sheikh during the Sanyukta Maharashtra movement. Try this. An example of how some event gets reflected in literature and how a poet perceives that event. Study the poem Avan, written on the backdrop of the Sino-Indian War by the noted Marathi poet Kusumagraj. Find pieces of literature based on contemporary events. Audio-visual sources. Television, films, internet are called audio-visual media. Many domestic and foreign television channels also come under this head. Example, History Channel, Discovery Channel, etc. Film and Television Institute of India, FTII. The Government of India started the Film and Television Institute of India at Pune in 1960 with the purpose of providing public education. An institute called Indian News Review has produced various newsreels on important events in politics, social issues, art, sports, and culture. This department has also produced various documentaries on prominent social leaders, on people who have major contributions for the country, and about important locations in India. These news releases and documentaries are useful for studying the history of modern India. Try this. Which films about patriotism do you know of? In your own words, write a review of one such film that you have liked. Till now, we have studied some important sources for writing the history of modern India. The times in the 21st century are changing so rapidly that even these sources will prove to be inadequate. However, new sources are coming forth. For example, during the transformation from landline telephone to cell phones, a gadget called pager came up for contacting people, but it died out as quickly as it had come up. The huge amount of information available on the internet is used for studying history, but the truth and authenticity of this information needs to be verified. Now it has become comparatively easy to study history with all these new sources. As these sources are from the contemporary period, they are easily available. Since a subject like history touches all the aspects of our lives, efforts for preservation of such sources are made at all levels. We should contribute to this effort.